Hello? What's that? Yo, where's Dookie?
Where is Dookie? Dookie's right here. What's up?
What's up? Are we on?
We're on, bro.
How you going?
How you doing, Jake?
Doing pretty good.
You know, you were a highly sought after guest in this episode of Express Yourself. What's up? We got another guest coming here at some point, so we're just gonna kind of hang out until she shows up. But till then, we got Jake the Snake. What's up, buddy? Tell us what's going on.
Cheers. Well, you know, I just got some Jimmy John's for lunch. You know, it's pretty nice. But feeling pretty good. Had a nice weekend and rocking and rolling for May.
Nice. What's
yeah?
So tell us something good. What have you been up to? I mean, I know you're not just sitting around doing nothing. Are you out there practicing social distancing? Are you telling the vid to, you know, go to hell? What have you been up to?
No, we're doing. I did a little social distancing with my cousin this weekend, some golf, and so that was nice to see them. But yeah, we're not really going anywhere. Just kind of staying home. We invested in some bikes, and so we've been doing a lot of bike riding at night with Griff, and got her one of those little ride along. I'm sure you've seen friends have on Facebook, the little ride along that connects to my bike. So like she's pretty.
It's like a third wheel.
Yeah, essentially.
Nice.
So yeah, she's pretty obsessed with that. So she likes going on some rides, and so we're checking out new trails and what have you all around town. And went to Raccoon 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it's been fun little hobby there.
Are you putting some miles on the bike or what?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, I'm not getting too crazy yet, but
yeah.
5, 6, 7 miles.
Rachel Church right out of the gate says, "Nice sweatshirt."
Hey, say hey, thanks. Oh, hey, thanks.
Well, you can say it. So show us your digs. You're sitting at home. What's your office setup like?
Well, I'm in my bedroom.
Ooh.
How do you turn this thing around?
I don't know, man.
There you go.
There you go.
So I got a little view outside.
Nice.
You stand up here. Just a nice little, I don't know, in the corner.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. On a little 6-foot table here. And actually thinking about coming to the office here in a couple days to come get my my chair.
Oh yeah.
Because this folding chair sucks.
It does suck.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not ideal.
Huh? Jamie Smith, HR, of course, she's wanting to dig in. She wants to know what's in the Yeti. You got anything good? Sipping on a little yak.
Just water. Just water today.
I don't believe it.
I had a few cocktails over the weekend, so it's just water.
Just water.
Yeah, it's a little bit too early today.
So obviously you're getting to the barber, or somebody's getting you hooked up.
Yeah, well, I figured I need to start knowing what it looks like without hair because, I mean, I got some receding hairlines here, so the hair was getting a little bit long probably a couple weeks ago, and Allie tried to give me a little like fade, or she tried to do something, and it just wasn't looking good. So I just said, screw it.
Why don't you put?
But this is probably about a week or two, so it's got some fluff on it.
Why don't you put on the LeBron headband? You know, like he put that like stuff about right on there. You know.
Yeah, I'm probably a little bit late to the game for Rogaine, but I mean, it's part of the fam, so I got to live with it. And
right. It's a good look.
I mean,
it's a good look.
Yeah, I'll just rock it and just keep wearing hats, I guess. But
so yeah, talk to Melissa first, is what Jamie said. I think Melissa might have had some hair dye debacle. I'm not saying she did or didn't. I'm just saying you want to talk to Melissa first. So one of the things, Jake, you were throwing out some crazy questions last week. Where are you getting those questions from?
Some I've thought of, my mind, my brain. I guess I would say the others, like online, internet, you know, you Google stuff. But most of it's just the brain, you know.
Just the big old brain. Is that what's going on with your head? Is it just wandering all different kinds of places right now?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's not really much going on. I'm hanging out with, I'm only around girls. Allie, Griffey, I got a couple dogs, they're girls, and my new neighbors, they're girls. There's only, it's just, so I only have myself to talk to if I want to bust some balls. So I'm just in my own head.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
So you're busting your own balls. That's kind of weird.
I mean, I'm just trying to make myself laugh here and there,
Right. So what have you been watching? You been getting into any shows or anything? Because I know you're a big sports guy. There's no baseball to watch. There's nothing going on. What have you been watching?
Yeah, it sucks. Been watching. Ozark came out in March. Watched that. The rest of season 3. Got into Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
On Netflix, and that was pretty funny. I didn't think I was gonna like it. First couple episodes were kind of long, and it took a little bit to get into. But we finished that pretty quickly. Been watching a bunch of just random stuff. Watching The Last Dance, the Jordan thing.
Yeah,
that's been pretty interesting.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I was never really a big Jordan guy, but obviously social media and people are talking about it, so just jumping on the bandwagon, I guess. But I grew up a really big Jordan fan, and then my best friend was a huge Jordan fan, so we couldn't be the same. So I switched and went a different route. But I don't know, just was never a huge fan after like 10 years old.
So why not? Was it because were you too young? Was he playing?
I think it was probably because I probably didn't understand it, but also everybody was a Jordan fan, and so I wanted to be, I guess, different.
Antagonist. That's Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I grew up a big Penny Hardaway fan, actually.
Okay.
And so, but no, the whole thing's been very, very interesting just to see his, like to actually see how competitive he was, and now to understand it. You know, me being older, obviously you don't necessarily understand it when you're little, but. Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting, just kind of the behind-the-scenes part of it, of how he acted and how famous he is and was during that time frame.
Last night's episodes, it was crazy. You got to see a little bit about why he was ready to give it up. You know.
Yeah. No, it's been fun to watch and follow along with everybody else on Twitter and stuff like that. It's been pretty cool to see, and they're getting their views and their opinions on it.
Yeah. So what's Allie been up to?
Well, she's been off since middle of March, and so she's doing a good job of keeping the house clean, laundry done. You know, doing doing all a bunch of that stuff.
Is she watching this?
No, she's downstairs right now. But
somebody sent her the link. Anybody got her cell phone?
But she does do. Obviously, I have Griff half the time, and Griffey's not going to daycare right now. So whenever I have Griff, which is 3 times a week, and then every other weekend, obviously. But she does a good job of doing stuff with her and acting as kind of a teacher, because we're still trying to keep her on some sort of schedule and curriculum. So we're outside and working on spelling and all that good stuff. So
is she a dental hygienist, right?
Yeah, she's dental hygienist here in Ankeny.
And you think that she's thinking maybe go back to work here at the middle of the month?
Yeah. She thought actually she was going to go back today, but last week they pushed it back a little bit. So I'm thinking, and based off of what she's telling me, that she'll probably go back the 15th or the 18th, I guess, of May. So
cool. It'll
be interesting.
So once all the restrictions lift, everything's back to normal. What's the first business you're gonna go check out? What are you gonna do? What's the first thing you're gonna do?
Probably go to Mexican. I mean, for being honest.
You haven't been able to go get some Mexican food?
Well, I'm going. I've been to a couple different places. Obviously, I've been over time, become somewhat of a regular in a couple locations. But we order from them, and I'll go pick it up, and they'll talk to me in Spanish. And sometimes I'll be able to understand it, sometimes I won't. But they'll be like, "Oh, do you want a margarita? Oh, you want a shot?" And so the other day we went in there, and we were the only ones in there, and like, "Hey, you want to do a cool little shooter?" We're like, "Sure."
I just found out my wife went to pick up food at Chicken Coop the other night, and she got offered a shot. She did a shot at Patron with the bartender. I'm like, "What's that all about?" I think she's an alcoholic. I'm not gonna lie. But,
you'll have that.
Yeah. So, are you fluent in Spanish?
No, I am what is be considered somewhat of a. I learned this phrase yesterday, actually. My uncle, who is fully, the story behind it is my uncle is fully Spanish, 100% speaks Spanish, speaks English, and he works at a cargo in Arkansas. And he had to let somebody go last week, and he let go a Hispanic person, and the Hispanic person called him a coconut, which he's brown on the outside but white on the inside, and so
called him a coconut.
Yeah,
That's
so we're
great.
making fun of it, and it's a lot of my cousins that live in Iowa are technically Mexican Hispanic. I mean, half or full, but we don't really have that fluent of Spanish in it, so
Do you speak
we
a
can be
little
considered.
Spanglish?
Yeah, I mean, not really,
But
but
that's fun though.
I can understand it more than I can say it.
But you can mess with people
So.
a little bit. They can think you're totally. Can you start just talking, but it makes no sense. So
Yeah.
like I don't know any Spanish, so I would be listening to you going, "Oh, he's cussing me out."
Yeah, probably.
That's all. See, that's good. You need to use that for your advantage. I don't know how.
I mean, but I mean, no one understands what I'm saying, I guess. So, I mean, I can say
Yeah, but
some
if you
stuff,
say-
but it's
you-
not going to make any sense to me.
if you say it with some passion, though, it's all about.
Yeah, it's true.
You gotta sell it, bro. Come on. Anyway, what else is going on? So you got the kid there. She's there with you halftime. Allie's there. Is she? What is Melissa saying? Melissa's. Yeah.
Can I see these questions?
I don't. If you click on the, no, you can't unless you get on the live stream. So, I can't remember what I was going to ask you. Oh, so we talked about your coworkers. We saw your office set up. What's the one thing you miss most about coming into work besides seeing the people?
Besides the people, I would say the drive to work, and the drive home from work. You know, I kind of take for granted the time it takes you to get to work to kind of just get ready to go or listen to podcasts or just listen to music or whatever. And then the decompressing from work going home,
Sure.
you know, that 20, 30 minutes or whatever it is. So I miss the drive, I would say. I would say I miss probably like just not necessarily the structure, but, you know, getting up early and then leaving and then coming, like, you know, I'm home all day. You know, I'm not really going anywhere. I guess today I went to Jimmy John's or whatever, but, you know, I'm usually home all day and not really going anywhere. So just the way that it breaks up the day,
Sure.
you know, actually being in the office. But yeah, I mean, missing bull crapping with Brett and Amato and Dougie and all that stuff and you guys. So, but yeah, miss Jimmy's snack desk as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, do you have any new little routines that you're doing now that you've been working at home? I mean, Nick, the one I keep bringing up is Nick Marco. He says he gets up and leaves at the end of the day just so he's not leaving the office. Is there anything like that you're doing? Do you find to be
Not
beneficial?
really, honestly. When Griff's here, I'll. I mean, I wake up early anyways, but shower and do that thing, get ready, and then. But I'm not leaving to go get coffee or anything like that. But when Griff's here, I'll take, I don't know, 5 minutes every couple hours and go see what they're doing, and usually I can see them outside the window if they're playing outside or stuff like that. So that kind of makes me. It's fun to watch that just from afar.
Sure.
And stuff like that, because usually we got a really nice little cul-de-sac-ish area over here where she can ride her bike and do sidewalk chalk, and we've been getting to know our neighbors too. So they have a dog and they're running out here all the time too. So
do you like them now that you know them, or do you wish you?
Yeah. Well, when this first started, I mean, we had a little fire pit just in the driveway, and they came home from something and just we all had a drink and we got to know each other really well. And usually it's just like a hey, what's up, or you know, something like that. So we've been able to get to know them, and they're really, really nice. And so, yeah, they have a dog, and their dog connects with our dog. So
Cool.
It's fun. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We're Amy Treganza was going to be joining us, but evidently she's gotten tied up, which so we'll have to get her rescheduled. But what else you got for us, Jake? I mean, people are missing everybody. People are missing you. Like I said, I think you were a highly sought after guest. You know, everybody wants to get a little piece of Jake. So what kind of message do you have for everybody out there?
I would just say that I'll leave you with. Are we done? Are we?
I don't know. We can talk. Hey, bro, we can talk as long as you want. I'm sure you got calls to make, but whatever. I'm kidding.
I do have a couple things to do, but no, it's nice. No, man, it's just nice to talk to people from the office, and we've been doing this thing, calling a new person or calling somebody every morning. So catching up with different folks and stuff like that. So
who'd you call today?
I didn't call anybody today.
What's up with that?
I had once I started going, I had stuff going on, so I didn't get to make that call. So hopefully I can do it later today when I have some time to do that. Okay. I didn't want to make it just to make it and be done, in 1-2 minutes. I wanted to, have a conversation with somebody.
Make it mean something. It sounds like somebody's putting it off. That's okay. Hey, so Diana's chiming in. She wants you to answer, and here's a list. Answer all these questions you were asking other people. So do you have any of those pulled up?
Me?
Yeah. Like, what were some of the? I can't remember some of the questions. You had some of those crazy ones.
One of them was, if
you could have a stat. How about that?
Yeah. If you could have a stat, and I actually was thinking about this yesterday too. So if you could have a stat for every aspect of your life, which stat would you want to know?
Okay, so let's hear it.
And so I think that it'd be interesting. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things, and so now I'm gonna have to think about it again.
You got to think about what you want to divulge to the world here, because you're on the World Wide Web, bro.
I'm on the clock here. I think it'd be interesting to know, and actually, I talked to Rachel, and Chad stopped by Rachel's computer. It'd be interesting to know how many. And this is what Chad said. Be interested to know how many girlfriends or how many different girls you dated in order to find your wife.
Okay. What the average number of dating partners were for
in order to find your soulmate or in order to find your individual person that you wanted to be with. I mean,
leave it to Rubner. That's some pretty deep shit.
Yeah, he got. I mean, I was thinking about like how many different times I've talked to somebody, or how many total words I've said, and I just
like how many
he went a total separate direction.
Like how many phone calls you've made, like how many times have you picked up the phone and dialed a phone number in your life?
Yeah.
Rubner's getting all emotional into the heart.
Yeah, he pulled one out of left field. I'm like, oh yeah, well, I never thought about that.
Yeah. Well, what else? I mean, come on. What other stats? How about
how many other stats?
Yeah. What other stats would you like to know?
I'd like to know how many beers I've ever drank in the world.
That'd be a good one. What's your over-under? How many? What do you think that is? How old are you? Let's just kind of figure it out. How old are you?
33.
So you're 33. When did you first have your first beer? 13?
No, I was pretty good. I would say 17 or 18.
So 17 or 18, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say 18. So you're going on 15 years, but you got to figure your first. You got to figure your first 4 or 5 years. You're maybe could you go 1 per month, 2 per month on average, or for your first 4 years? So that's 84. That's 85 beers. Then you got to crank it up, man.
Yeah, I did some. So what if you just said you averaged? It's not that many, as I thought it was.
I bet you'd be surprised. Maybe that's something we can get back to. Maybe this is a question we should just throw out there for everybody, all the people that'll be soon to be members and guests on the podcast. How many beers do you think you've drank, or just drinks you think you've had in your life? Something to ponder.
I mean, let's just say you have one a day. So that's 365 a year. Good math by me.
Okay.
Times, so what, 15, we'll say?
Yeah.
So that's only, 5,475.
It's a lot, though. But that's one a day. You think you're drinking?
That's just one a day. Do you think it would average out to one day?
You said that's just one a day, like it was no big deal.
Well, I'm not drinking every day.
But when you are drinking, you have more than one.
Well, I'm not just going to have one. You got to take the edge off a little bit.
This conversation has gone nowhere. All right, so your number is 5,000 what?
But that's just 5,475, but that's just saying you have one a day. So, I mean, I'm not saying I drink a lot, but I also feel like that number may be low.
You think it may be low? So what? You double it?
I don't know. Yeah, let's just say double.
Let's just say 10,000.
let's just
go with 10,000. That's not quite double, and that's probably that's an 80% probably increase, but that's probably a safe number.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't believe that's accurate either.
So then it's not fair.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What
other question did Di ask me?
I don't know, Diana. What other questions we got going on there? She's remember there's a little bit of a lag here, so. But I don't know. You were asking.
What are you doing this weekend for? What are you doing this weekend for Mother's Day? What do you got planned?
So this period of time that I'm in right now is what I call the worst period of my year. So my wife's Julie's birthday is today. Then I got Mother's Day. Is that next weekend, right?
This weekend.
And then our anniversary is June 1st. So I've got about a 30-day window here where there's a whole lot of gift buying and shit.
Are you one just a package, a couple, and or are you doing separate? Or
that's
just not
the way I
like
like to think about it. Is we just package it all together, and by packaging it all together, I mean my daughter and I got together on something that we ordered her online, and it did arrive, and she did actually find it already. So it's kind of the thing's been ruined, but we're looking at doing some things like landscaping, and we'd like to invest.
Oh, yeah.
We'd like to invest in each other.
That's a good one. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. We did a little bit of landscaping here over the last couple of days as well. I couldn't believe how expensive plants are.
Oh shit! Well, you know why? It's because Marco and Ian are marking up the freight on them so much. That's why.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Where did you go to buy it? Did you go to Home Depot? Go to Menards?
No. There's a Earl May.
Earl May
in Ankeny. They're open. Got some boxwoods.
Okay.
If you know about them.
All right.
They're they're green and they're circular shaped. Yeah. They look nice. So I did some digging and put those in there, and we got some good landscaping in our front here. So we got one of those little whiskey barrels cut in half.
Sure.
We're gonna put some flowers in there as well. So we're gonna be looking good. We got some competition across the way, so we got to make sure we're stepping our game up.
Very domesticated of you. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, Jake.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, you know what? We're 20 minutes into this sucker. Unless you have.
So you want to start it?
What's that?
Now do we start or?
Do we start what? The podcast?
Like the podcast, yeah.
Oh no, dude, we're done, bro.
I thought we were waiting for Amy T. I thought this was just, I was starting to get fired up a little bit.
I think Amy T has officially just bailed on us.
Her freedom.
Jake, it's good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too, man.
We will we'll be back tomorrow with a different guest. Don't know. A special guest tomorrow. I think my wife's in the house. So.
I wasn't special enough today.
You were special. Later, everybody.
Hey, tell your moms you love them. It's Happy Mother's Day. So call them.
Tell your moms you love them, and not my mom. Peace.
I know. I got to call her later today. See you, buddy.